Now let's bring in Alex Clark. She's a young conservative, works for Turning Point USA. She's the host of Poplytics on Instagram. Poplytics. Very good, Alex. Thank you for helping us out. All right, so where am I going wrong here? I gave you the three things conservatives are doing wrong right now. Where am I going wrong?
Okay, well, the first thing you're wrong about is that Joe Biden hasn't done anything to help the American people, Bill. Of course, you're forgetting he saved us 16 cents on hot dogs. So that is one of his big wins of this administration.
I wasn't aware of that. How did he save us 15% on hot dogs?
He said he saved us 16 cents. Remember on 4th of July? That was their big post on the 4th of July was, congratulations, Americans, I saved you 16 cents on picnic food. So I'm just kidding about that. But I would say I agree with you on, when it comes to election fraud, the left really, when we keep talking about this, they just see it as us refusing to lose and being in denial. And I do agree that we need to stop harping about that, and just really the way to move forward from the election is to start doing things in our own local communities to get rid of voting loopholes in our own states. I'm also sick of hearing people talking about the voter fraud stuff. However, I disagree with you on the Capitol riot stuff. The reason that it is still being discussed constantly with conservatives is because it is continually being brought up by the left. They're the ones that are saying in every interview, this is the worst thing since the Civil War. This is the worst thing since 9/11. So we're talking about it because we are responding to their asinine comments that they keep talking about.
But why
And when
do
it comes
that?
to
Let them make asinine comments. Why waste your time refuting the asinine comments? Because the issue is fairly clear. You had a bunch of Americans who violated federal law, who by force broke into the Capitol, all right, and were threatening Congress, which was in session. Okay, acknowledge that happened, and let's put it in the rear view. Shouldn't have happened. We hope it never happens again. We don't justify it. Whatever the left says, they say, but who cares? It's over. Wouldn't that be the logical way to do it?
Yes, but you and I both know that the left will never let that go.
So what?
The Republican Party will be painted forever. They will bring it up every time that
Let
they have
them.
a chance.
Let them. You can overcome that if your vision of the future is better than Biden screwing up the whole country. Let them say whatever diversion they want to say. Go ahead. It doesn't matter. The majority of the American people are in the middle. They can be persuaded. That's what the Republican Party has to do in 2022, persuade them that Biden administration is hurting them and a Republican is going to help them. It's as simple as that.
Well, I think when it comes to persuading people on the left as we look forward to 2022 and 2024, I know that you're sick of this vaccine stuff, but that is one of the biggest things. Mandatory vaccinations and critical race theory are two of the biggest things that are resonating with voters right now, that piques their interest and garners the most engagement online. And I host a conservative show online. My whole career is social media, and that is the number one thing that is playing well with voters, is discussing those two things.
Okay, and I understand that, and I don't mind the engagement, and I think it's a positive thing if you engage on the vaccine, unless you go into loony land, unless you go into conspiracy land. If you say
that is true, but how weird is it that this week Biden said that he's going to, he wants to start fact checking our personal text messages now if
But
we
he
discuss
can't
the
do that. See,
day.
that makes him look like a loon. He can't do it. He won't do it. It's unconstitutional. Nobody can check your medical records. It's against the law. So he could say whatever he wants, and all conservatives have to do is just say what I said. He's a loon, with all due respect to the presidency. He can't do it. And the vaccine is a positive for this country. What the Republicans should be doing every day, every way, is saying, Donald Trump got that in 7 months, and that was a miracle. And compare us to every country in the world. And the first thing I said when I saw President Trump in April was, thank you for the vaccine. It's the first thing I said to him. That's what every Republican should be saying. You see what I mean? What you, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're in the react business. And to some extent, so am I. I'm reacting to the weakness of Joe Biden. But I also think ahead. And I want these guys out. I want the Bidens and the progressives and the Me Too's and the cancel culture. I want them gone. And the way to do that is to put forth a better, more positive view of the country that's going to help everybody. Am I wrong?
No, you're right about that. I'm hoping that, we're going to get like DeSantis or somebody like that that can kind of be that fresh, new face Republican Party that's going to be able to take us from that. And then let's just hope, I guess, that, all of these things that are being brought up, what you're saying is true, that the left or people that are at least in the mushy middle as far as voters go are going to see Biden as a loon and be like, you know what, I don't know if I'm necessarily conservative, but I'm not this. And so
That's
I'm
right.
going to be voting
You've got to
conservative.
galvanize the big middle. One more thing. The progressive left are experts at baiting conservatives. Okay? And I bet you've fallen into this trap because I know I have in my past. Now, of course, I'm unbelievably brilliant, so I don't anymore. But I did in the past. They bait, all right? So they'll say something about the Capitol riot, for example. They'll say some insane thing about it, like all of these people wanted to kill Vice President Pence. And then the Republicans will react to that. That's called baiting. You bait people in to debate something that is ultimately destructive, because then to try to justify your position, it looks like you're justifying the riot. You see what I'm talking about? It's a very sophisticated propaganda principle that you bait your opposition into a place where ultimately they're going to lose. Last word.
Absolutely. I would say, and that's what a lot of these trolls online do, is they say things like that and want you to react. And you just have to remember that, not all of us are lawyers. We don't have to show up to every single argument we're invited to. So when you get these crazy messages online or crazy comments on your Facebook posts or replies to your tweets, you don't have to respond to every single one of them. And I had to learn that out when I started out on social media.
Right. All right, Alex, stay cool in Phoenix, Arizona. At 150
That's almost
down
impossible, Bill.
I know, nice place. I love Maricopa County, but whoa. Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot for helping us out. If we can ever return a favor, let us know. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the U.S. dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever, I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait, call them now, 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.